RotoWire has found 5 players who will bust in your 2025 fantasy football leagues, starting out with Bo Nix of the Denver Broncos. What a great rookie season. He had 430 rushing yards. Very good performance in the second half of the season. Why are we down on Bo Nix, who's going as the quarterback 8 or 9 in drafts? Here's why. Last year, the Broncos needed Nix to put the team on his back. They could not run the ball with Javonte Williams and company. They defensively were great some weeks, not so great others. They enhanced the defense in the offseason. They brought in R.J. Harvey, J.K. Dobbins. We know Sean Payton wants to run the ball and play defense, and Bo Nix is supposed to be a secondary character in this play. That's what will happen this season. Not a matter of talent, but a matter of opportunity. Bo Nix will not reach that ADP. James Cook of the Buffalo Bills is next, and he had a great season as well last year. He's going as the running back 14, but I'm not buying. 18 touchdowns last year, masked a 300 scrimmage yard drop from 2023 to 2024. Also, James Cook, before those 18 touchdowns, he had only scored 7 touchdowns in his first 33 games. That's an outlier, and we are not buying that type of production returning. Also, the snap share after week 10, Cook was commonly playing 36 to 46% of the snaps, and that just does not cut it. This is a backfield where 3 running backs will get work. Drafting Cook as if he's a borderline running back 1, not so much. If you're enjoying this breakdown, take a second to hit like and subscribe. It helps us keep the fantasy advice coming. If you want even more of RotoWire's tools, rankings, and insights, we got a 15% discount just for our YouTube viewers. You head to rotowire.com, choose your subscription, and use the code YouTube15 at checkout. Our next player that's heading down the path to a bust, Chuba Hubbard of the Carolina Panthers. Chuba Hubbard going right around running back 18 in drafts, and he had another great season, or a great season last year. 1,195 yards, 10 touchdowns, 43 catches. So why would Chuba Hubbard, who just got paid last year, why would he not be the full-time 3-down back? Well, the first thing is, team brings in Rico Dowdle, who actually played just as well as Hubbard when Rico Dowdle was with Dallas. They draft Trevor Etienne, but here's the real problem. Chuba Hubbard had those 43 catches, only 4 yards per reception. This tells me there will be another receiving back who will be way more productive than 4 yards per reception. Now, Chuba Hubbard is the favorite for early down work, assuming he continues that 4.8 yard per carry he had last year. Because remember, 2 years ago, it was only 3.8 yards per carry. Now, if that was just a magical season and that regresses, Hubbard could lose even more work. So be very careful with Chuba Hubbard. But if you lose that receiving volume, that's a big hit to his fantasy value. The next one, T. Higgins of the Cincinnati Bengals. T. Higgins is being drafted around wide receiver 12. Borderline wide receiver 1 territory. I do not understand this. This is a receiver, 5 years in the league, has not had 1,100 yards, has not had 110 targets, has missed 5 games in each of the last 2 seasons, had injury issues before that. Yes, when he's on the field, he is a very, very good player, and he has a great quarterback, and there's going to be volume. We remember week 17 of last year when Higgins went bananas, putting up a massive game against Denver. That's not the normal reality for T. Higgins. So understand that great player, only 27th percentile yards after the catch, and that was on shallow targets. His average up to target was 26th percentile. So again, we love T. Higgins as a player. At that ADP, that's a bust waiting to happen. Finally, Sam LaPorta of the Detroit Lions going as the tight end 4. Remember last year, through week 7, the Lions were playing defense, the Lions were running the football, and Sam LaPorta was averaging 2.8 targets through week 7. Averaging 7 PPR points per game. He looked like a bust. What happened? The Detroit defense got all kinds of injured. And as that happened, all of a sudden, Jared Goff, no more 25 pass attempts a game. We're looking 35, 40. Oh, there's more volume for Sam LaPorta. That's why Sam LaPorta finished strong. I fully expect that Detroit defense to be back on track where they were last year. And assuming that happens, this is going to be a run-based team, not throwing much. Amon-Ra St. Brown is the target hog in this offense. The big loser in this is going to be Sam LaPorta, who will be overdrafted as tight end 4, and that will make him a bust in fantasy football league.